Why would God allow someone to take Charlie Kirk's life at age 31? Why take him away from us? He was such a wonderful gift, such a good thing. And God gave Charlie Kirk so many amazing gifts. I mean, such a mind, such a command of information, and he was right in the middle of doing so many important things, such good things. Why take that away? Why would God allow that to be taken away? Well, I wouldn't presume to try to give you all the answers an infinitely wise God has for doing something that he did. I'm sure there's an infinite number of reasons. I do know they're all good reasons, all of them. God has infinitely good reasons, good enough to where this was worth doing. But whatever God's reasons, that's not the issue. We don't need to ask the why question. We need to ask the who question. We need to ask who allowed this, and the answer is God. So let's turn our attention to God. Because whatever God's reasons for doing it, we're left with the fact that it happened. And so where do we go from here? And specifically, where do we find comfort? What do we do with our sorrow? I posted yesterday about what to do with our anger. And I kind of wish I would have done this in the other order, because first, this is just so painful. It's so sorrowful. What do we do with all this grief? Well, Scripture has many, many answers to that. Charlie is in paradise now. That's comforting. God always brings good out of evil, always. And the good that will come from this, far greater than the evil. Promise you that, guaranteed. That's always true. God promises to bring perfect justice. He'll make all wrongs right someday. We can trust in that. There are many attributes of God that we could never experience, never see, never know, except in times like this. And so times like this are necessary for seeing certain aspects of God's glory, and so we can rejoice in that. So this is just a sample. There's tons of reasons why, ways that we can find comfort, but there's two that I'm finding most helpful that I'd like to share with you. The first one has to do with gratitude. If it's really true that Charlie Kirk was such an amazing gift from God and such a wonderful person, if that's true, then shouldn't we be bursting with gratitude for the time that we had him? If he was really such a good thing, such a gift from God, then wouldn't we be full of gratefulness to God for the years that we had that gift? Now, when God gives us a wonderful, undeserved gift, are we in a position to dictate to the giver how long that gift must last? Or should we just trust him in his timing? Trust God's timing and turn all our attentions to how many good things God gave us through Charlie Kirk over the past 15 years or so. I've found that turning my attention to gratitude for those things, nurturing gratitude, turning my attention to what God did, has been a great, great comfort in this time. The other one that's bringing me comfort is just simply to seek it from God. Just simply ask for it. Ask him for comfort. Say, God, this hurts. This hurts. It's painful. It's confusing. It's shocking. My whole being is roiling. Give me comfort. Soothe my soul. Lead me beside quiet waters. Lay me down in green pastures. When anxieties within me are many, quiet my soul with your love. Ask him for that. Ask God for that. And he'll answer the prayer. If you're receptive to receive his answer, he'll answer that prayer. He'll give you the comfort. And when he does, when he gives you that comfort, answers this prayer and gives it, make much of it. Make a big deal about it. Remember it. Because your next step is going to be to show other people how you found that comfort from God.